doing. All right, so we're going to practice our basics. So we're going to start writing sentences, but we're going to go over our basic rules first before we get into actually full sentences. So remember, first thing first, we did cover this last week. Our sentence has to have a who and a what. If it does not have a who or a what, then it is called a phrase. We don't want to write phrases. We want to write sentences. So your sentence has to cover both your who and your what. That means who you're talking about and what is going on. If I would say yesterday I went to the store, that's a who and a what. I gave you the who. What did I do? Went to the store, and I also included yesterday in there as well. So that's a full sentence, which I think we know that already. Our sentence has to have a who and a what, which is called a subject and predicate, which we'll get to in a couple of weeks. But your sentence has to have a who and a what, okay? So first two rules that we will practice this week are the basic rules for every single sentence we write, right? This is something we should know, hands down, because I always said it, especially a lot last year. We talked about how our sentence should begin and how our sentence should end. We talked about that, how the sentence starts and how the sentence finishes. First rule is that every sentence will start with a capital letter. Capital means the big letter, right? If we have two A's, I have a large A and a little a, I will start my sentence with the large A, the capital A. And we also, the next rule is we end our sentence with a period. That dot at the end of the sentence lets us know that the sentence is complete. So again, when we're writing sentences, our very first rule, most important rule, is we start with a capital letter and we end our sentence with a period. That's the rules we'll focus on this week. Just making sure that we are starting our sentence with capital letters and we're finishing them with periods, which we know that already. We know that we have to start with capital letters and periods, but now we're just going to start to put it into practice because we'll be fixing, just like we did last year. I have sentences on the board. You just have to correct them, okay? We'll just add to that this year, like we'll learn interjections and different things like that with sentence writing, okay? So I have two basic sentences here. Number one says Joe is in second grade. I think we already know what to do to fix that. Number two says Mom will bake a pie. I will give you about 5 minutes, I'm gonna say, to go ahead and write these sentences correctly, okay? So remember your rules. Go ahead and write these two sentences the correct way.
Dennis, can you go move your screen back in the sleep?
These sentences, I hope I give you enough time. So number one says Joe is in second grade. How do I write this correctly? Go ahead and write.
Capitalize the J.
Capitalize first letter J, of course. Capitalize my first letter, of course.
And with the period.
And I make sure to put that period at the end to finish that off. Did we do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, make sure we did that. Okay, number two, Mom will bake a pie. Mom will bake a pie. Okay, Joshua, how do I write this correctly?
How do you write this correctly? Capitalized the M.
Okay, capitalize my first letter M.
And capitalize the U.
There's no U in here.
33 is class already started, I think.
Period.
Yes, put a period at the end. Good. Okay, so we capitalize our first letter and put a period. That's basic and that's easy, right? All right, so number three, give me a sentence about Tom. I gave you a who, you finish the rest for number 3. Go ahead.
Gotta give me a sentence.
Finish, Miss Blue Jeans.
All right, let me hear.
Tom made a cake.
Good. Tom made a cake. Anybody else? Okay, Naraya. Tom can run fast. Kinley. Tom can cook. Carson. Tom was swimming in the pool. Faye. Tom likes school. Anybody else? Joshua Dennis. Taylor. Tom is small. Not yet. Okay, good, Carl. You finish?
Just wait until I'm done.
You're out your line with your turn. Both of them. Okay, Joshua, I'm listening.
Tom built a house.
Okay, good.
I'm done, Miss Blue Jeans.
Okay, go ahead.
Tom can bake a cake.
Okay,
Calendar doesn't say.
all right, Tom will be, okay, all right, good, thank you. All right, so that's creating your own sentence. Good job. So tomorrow we'll practice some more with those. Okay, go ahead and get out your letters book so we can practice letter A.
This book. All right, let's go ahead and learn letter A, practice letter A. So this is one thing that's important, guys. I know it looks like it's easy to write. It actually is, but it's one thing that I need you to note whenever you're writing letter A. So unlike letter I, letter E, and letter U, they all started on the red line. Letter A actually starts on the middle dotted line. And that's because when we connect A to our other letters, we have to write it a certain way. So that's why it's important to take note that you have to do A on the middle dotted line, okay? Start there. So let me go ahead and write it here so you can see how to write A. So you'll start on the middle line here. Okay, you're going to curve around, close your A, come back down the same line and kick it out. Again, start up here, curve around, close it down, kick it out. One more time, around, close it down, kick it out. Do not start on the bottom and try to do it like this. No, that's not gonna work, okay? You have to start on the middle line up here. You're gonna curve around, come all the way down, close your A, come back down the same line, kick it out, okay? So we do row one, and let me see what they look like, so I can make sure you're starting at this right starting point. I know if you're not because of how it looks. Only row one. Okay. I did the candy one. I think she grabbed yours.
Finish, Miss Prudence. Miss Prudence. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see if let's see, row A. A to finish, nine to finish. That's what you do after. Okay, everybody, thank you.
Oh, yeah, you make a circle.
Okay, y'all can finish the whole page. Yes, good. Even your numbers as well. The number 7 and 8 on there as well. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and okay. So what letter is that?
T.
Okay. Next one. R. Go ahead and write the letter. R. All right, let's see. All right, what letter is R? Good. All right, let's go to the next set of boxes to the right. All right, I'm gonna give you another letter. I. 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 Okay, what letter? Ah, good. Next one. Ah.
I've been done. What was it?
Ah. Okay, what letter is ah?
Oh.
Oh, good. All right, let's go to the bottom row. Okay, so now I'll give you some blends. We're writing blends. Remember, a blend is a consonant and a vowel put together, okay? First one, se, se, se. Blend, yes, 2 letters. Se. All right, who can tell me? So let's raise our hand for this one. Se. How should I have written se? Se. Okay, Kenley. S-E. Se. Okay, next blend, guys. You ready? Next blend. Na. Na.
Recording stop.
Na. Okay, can anyone tell me how to write na? Okay, Joshua, na.
N-U.
And you, good. Next one, yeah. 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 Okay. Vaya, what you got? Yeah.
Y-A.
Good. Last one. Did. Did. Okay, Josh. Sorry, Dennis. Did. How do we write it?
D-I.
D-I. Okay. Good. D-I. Good. So that's what you will have these types of things in our phonics test on Thursday. We'll have some dictation on there, some blends, some vowels, all of that. Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and look at the board. Cover a couple of things. So we've been talking about the vowels. Remember how many vowels do we have? 5 of them. And what are the letters? The letters? A, E, I, O, and U. So we learned short vowels. Remember, short vowels say a, I. Yes, short vowels say a, I. How do we mark short vowels?
With the smiley face.
With the smiley face. And the rule tells us that when there is one vowel in a word, it is a short vowel. So for example, I have these words up here. Let's practice these. So we have one vowel, so that I will be what? Short. The word is fig. Next one we have E, that's a short vowel. The word is let. Next one vowel, the word is
Spot.
hot. Next one vowel, so it's a sharp vowel. The word is
Sun.
and the last one, sharp vowel. The word is good. Hat. So when there's one vowel in a word, it is a short vowel. Okay, and the sharp vowels say
O.
good. Today we'll move on to our next set of vowels, which we call the long vowels.
I know long vowels.
Now, long vowels are different. They sound different, and the rule is different. Who knows how long vowel? What sound does long vowels make? Like, what's the rule? I'm sorry. What sound do the long vowels make?
A, E, I, O, U.
Good. Long vowels say A, E, I, O, U. Again, A, E, I, O, U. Long vowels will say A, E, I, O, U. Now, we have to pay attention to the rule because that will help us to identify when to use long vowels and when to use short vowels. So the long vowel rule says that when there are 2 vowels in a word, the first vowel is long, the second vowel is silent. We don't hear it. Okay, so again, when there are 2 vowels in a word, the first vowel is long, the second vowel is silent. How do we mark long vowels? Does anyone remember how to mark a long vowel? A straight line, a long face. That's how we mark long vowels, with the line. So we'll go ahead and practice some words up here on the board. I'll mark the first one and I'll let you guys do the rest. So the first one, we have 2 vowels. So the rule says that when there are 2 vowels in a word, the first one is long, the second one is silent, so we'll cross it out because we don't hear that vowel. So what would this word be?
Seed.
Seeds. All right, Naraya, come to our next one and tell us the word. All right, what's the word? Hive. Long vowel I, silent E, hive. Next one, Taylor.
All right, what's the word? Dove. We have a long vowel O, silent E. Next one, say. Go to marker.
Excuse me.
Okay, what's the word? Two. Long vowel U, silent E. Good. Next one. Kelly. Okay with it? All right, word. Okay, good. Next one, Carson, come mark the vowels. We're not talking, we're not talking about that. So first vowel is long, with the long sign, that's the long symbol, to show that long vowel. The second vowel is silent, so you cross it out because we don't hear it. What's the word? Yeah. Jail. Okay, next one, Joshua, how do I mark the vowels?
You put a line on top of it,
Line on E, okay.
then seal.
Cross out A, zeal. Okay, good. Next one, Dennis.
O.
How do I mark the words?
O.
The vowels?
Line.
Line over O,
Silent.
cross out A. What's the word?
Phone.
Phone. Good. Avaya, next one.
Cross out the E
Mm-hmm.
and put the line over the O.
The U. What's the word? You muted it. I didn't hear.
Cute.
Cute. Good. And last one, put a line over I. Cross out E. What's the word? Everybody?
Peel.
I. Pile. All right. Good. All right. So that's it for phonics today. I wanted to introduce the long vowels to you. So we have sharp vowels and long vowels. The sharp vowels say A, E, I, O. Our long vowels say A, E, I, O, U. Sharp vowel rule says when there is one vowel in a word, it is a short vowel. And the long vowel rule says when there are two vowels in a word, the first one is long, second one is silent. Okay? All right, so that's it for us this morning. When we come back later, we'll cover language, math, spelling, science. We have a lot to cover this afternoon, okay? All right, so y'all have a good first part of the day. And
I go to math.